Okay, we are making face masks today for the COVID pandemic. These are just homemade masks. They're not medical grade at all, and I'm not perfect at sewing them. But I watched a lot of videos to find out what was the easiest, best way to make them. So this one has a pocket for a filter as well as no metal for the nose, so it flips easy, and ruffles. So here's a finished product, and what you're going to need is a piece of fabric. I used some nice light cotton fabric, and it is 8 inches by 15 inches. And a lot, if you're watching this video and you're from the church, I gave you some pre-cut ones, so they're already cut, but some of them are not perfect, so you might need scissors just to straighten it out. Mine wasn't straight along this edge, so I'm just going to straighten it out. So you just need that. Then you are going to mark off 1.5 centimeters. You could do it with a fabric pen. I don't actually have one, so I'm just using a very small mark that will be disguised after. So 1.5 on each side, 1.5, and then you take it to your sewing machine and sew from here to here and from here to here. So I'm just going to do that really quickly. I do apologize. The sewing machine is shaking the table a bit because I don't usually use this table to sew, but it was easiest to take the video. And I backstitch at both ends so it doesn't come apart. Okay, so there we go. Now I've sewed. Just cut your threads. I'm just going to cut some of these. There's little loose threads hanging off because if you want a more efficient way, if you don't already have the cut pieces that I'm giving, I ripped them. I took out, first I ripped them at 8 inches, and I ripped down the whole sheet, and then I marked them at each 15 interval to make it super fast. So that was a really fast way to make my fabric sheets. So I'm just going to get rid of it. That's why there's so many strings on mine. But you don't see the edges after, so it's okay. Okay, so I'm going to take my iron, and I'm going to press this seam open. And press it open like that. So you get a nice seam open. Then I'm going to move this seam to the top of the pattern, or of the thing. So it's not perfect, but if you do it right, I usually like to get it at the top, leaving just a little bit open at the top. So I'm going to press that so that the top is pressed, and press the bottom. Okay, and then I'm using clips, but you can also use pins. And I'm going to take the elastic. So the elastic is about 6 or 7 inches, and this is how I modified the pattern I originally saw. So I'm going to put it in here, but I'm only going to put it at the top. So I'm going to put it at the top, and I'm going to try and get it straight like this. This is the most finicky part, and I don't like this part. And leave it out just a little bit so you can make sure that it's got sewed in properly. So I'm just going to use a little tiny clip there. And then I'm going to put the other one in on the other side. So just drop it on the inside like that. Make sure you don't accidentally sew the other side or any parts of it. So kind of just push it in there. Have a little tip hanging out like this. Hope this is getting, and then clip it like that. And I'm just going to sew from here to here. So show the edges shut basically. And so backstitch over the elastic a few times. Oh, my bad. The top part came out. Sorry about that. I'm not really good at making videos, just so you know. I'm just doing this for educational purposes. So go back and forth over the thread just to make sure it's really in there. That will be the part that gets the most pulling, and then just finish sewing all the way down. Sorry for the double stitch at the edge here. And then cut off the edge pieces. Or the wing. Okay. And see how this is sticking out? I don't want that because I don't want to accidentally sew it. So we're going to sew up the other end. Okay, so there we go. I have done both edges. I can take those off, and now we're gonna turn it inside out. So at the hole we left for the pocket filter, just turn the thing inside out. And then I use my scissors to make sure that the edges or the corners are poked out properly. And then pull them over. Okay, so now that we have it on the inside, we're gonna, or on the right side out, we're just gonna press around the edges so it's nice, lays flatter, and it's easier to work with. Okay, now we're gonna do a finicky part. We're going to, and I use pins for this, but you can use the clips as well. So we're gonna make the pleats. So we're gonna go down. We need 4 pleats and approximately even. So I'm just, the first times it takes a while, but after you get used to it, it's pretty easy. So I'm just gonna take that and pin this side and take that. And if you're a good sewer, this should come naturally to you. Sewing isn't my main craft, so this is just the times call for it. And then I'm gonna pinch another fold. I just have to kind of guesstimate because I want 4. I'm gonna pinch another fold. My thing is a little crooked there. So you're gonna do this one. Okay, and then we're gonna do a 3rd fold. Try and get them all as evenly spaced as possible. It doesn't have to be perfect. They'll still work if they're not perfect, but it just looks better. And then, oops, see, that one wasn't quite even. Yeah, so you'll get used to this and it'll be a lot easier to do after. And then you do the last fold. And so it'll look like 5, but there's only 4 pleats. And the last pleat, this is where you'll put in the edge of your ear loop. So you can put it in there and make sure it goes in there a little bit so you have some wiggle room. And for this one, I actually use the clip because it's easier for that. And then do the same thing on the other side. This is one of my modifications that I felt worked easier than some of the other ones because you have to do this anyway. So just make sure there's enough space to get it sewed and then clip it on. And then I press it down so it's easier. Just use my little mini press. I do both sides so it stays flat. Okay, and then we're just going to sew up the edges this side and this side. As you can see, I backstitched quite a few times to make sure that it really kept the thread in there. Mommy's just making a video. I'll help you in a minute, okay? Okay, go ask Daddy. Sorry, that's my son. Because I'm making a video. Okay, I'll get it for you in a minute. Okay, and there we go. And we're just going to do the other side, and again, back stitch really well where the thing is. Oops. The finicky work, so just make sure that it stays in there really well. Oops. Yeah. And this is harder to just make sure it's clamped on there. Kind of easier just to do like that. Really back stitch. There we go. So we have, oops, we're almost done the mask. As you can see, mine aren't perfect, but they work. So take out the pins, and the last step is we're going to put the nose wire in. So you just take the pipe cleaner and you put it in the top, and then you just kind of shove it up there where the opening was. So just make sure it's right to the top there as much as you can get it, and then you just take it to your sewing machine and start kind of at the bottom there so it stays in, and then you just sew straight along and it keeps in the bin. And there you go. You cut off your strings and you've got a face mask that is not medical grade, but you can wear it out, and you can put the filter in there for, sorry, I did it kind of quick so it's not perfect because I was doing it for the video, but it's a face mask that works. Try and get it a little more evenly than I did for this example, but that's how you do it. Thanks for watching.